Alright, so real quick here, I took off the sub A wire set for my 97 Honda CBR 900RR. You can see that got some wire got exposed through the cabling and the braided cover. So I'm going to clean it up and try to fix the fraying of the braided ends. Might just replace the wire altogether and not worry about the braided ends and just tape it all up and protect it that way. Probably get some cloth electrical tape to do the job. It's all on the inside, so it doesn't really, nobody really ever sees it, so I'm not too worried about it looking good, or as good as it did with the braided. This was sitting against the motor, didn't seem like it grounded anything out, but on occasion I was having some electrical problems, and this might have helped that issue. So, gonna get it corrected. Alright, see you in a bit. Lock-in nipple side. Oil sensor. Side, and the little one, or the short one, is the thermostat sensor thingy-majigger. Alright. Okay, so I got this one separated too, or got this taken out of this casing. Bent it up a little bit, trying to get it out. I ended up having to pull it through the connector side, not the wire side, because you can see just a little bit of the darkness in here from the corrosion or the dirtiness inside. There is a little, let me get it better, I don't know if people will see it, but you can see that little nipple that's sticking down. That was preventing it from coming out the back end. I tried to bend this portion down into itself on both sides to clear the back end so it could pull out the back side, but I couldn't get in there enough without stretching the plastic too much and pulling it out. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus in on it or not, but there is, sorry for the jumpiness here, right here and right here, the little dark spots. Those are like little nipples to keep the actual connector from pulling towards the connection side. And then other nipple that's back in here keeps it from pulling off, keeping the sleeve on there. So hopefully when I put it back in, I won't break those two retaining nipples, I guess you can call them, off, or wear them down enough to where it doesn't want to hold it on right. So hopefully I'll be able to salvage it. But on to the next one. Well, let me look at this one here too. I wish this one was like this one, where you can just, oop, man, terrible at the camera today. I wish this one was like this one, because then you can just on the back side I took a pair of needle nose, just stuck it in there, and then slowly lifted it apart, lifted it up, and that was able to pull outright, no issues. So hopefully I don't break it putting it all back together. So the next challenge is going to be getting these out without messing up the housing. So, all right, see you after a bit. All right, moved into the house. Did the short wire basically with the connectors that applied to it, resoldered them in, Got some still images of that. And then at the connections and first along the run, or the piece of wire, I got a small piece of electrical tape. And then after I got everything all connected back up, I had cut to fit white shrink or heat tube, shrink tubing, and just testing it out. So it's stiffer than the wire before, but it's still flexible. So it ought to work pretty well. So do the other 2 lines and we'll see you then. All right, see you in a bit. Then here I got the sub-A wire back on the bike. Got the short wire going to the thermostat sensor. Got my carbs off, so I got the holes covered up. And then heat shrink tube around here that I didn't shrink for the other 2 wires going down. You can't see, so let me grab the light. So we'll follow it down. And that goes to the oil sensor switch. And then this one comes down to the neutral switch. So it's a lot stiffer than the other one, but not too bad. So that'd be it on the bike.